And now Boss Man gonna focus his attention on the Undertaker. A back suplex on the Undertaker. Meanwhile, Big Boss Man, I don't know how he's doing it, but yeah, now Paul White and the Undertaker are gonna try to get rid of the Big Boss Man. And they do. It took 2 men to get rid of the Boss Man, but Boss Man was not looking good, especially when he got busted open. But anyways, next is XPac, and I have a lot of, I mean, there's so much about XPac I want to mention, but I wouldn't have enough time considering this is a big match. So I'll tell you more about him in a match that features him. But wait a minute, a double chokeslam onto Undertaker. I mean, it's not often you see Undertaker get, you know, chokeslammed. A scoop slam and then a drop kick, or not a drop kick, but a leg drop on the Undertaker. Oh, here comes Billy Gunn, one half of the New Age Outlaws. I mean, but he is going to go up against stiff competition with The Undertaker and Paul White. I mean, I'll give X-Pac a lot of credit for standing up to Paul White, but Paul White is just, I mean, come on, Paul White is a giant, man. Although Billy Gunn just took him down, but I'm not sure if that's I'm not sure if that was a good idea or not, but it ain't for the lack of trying. Now, Billy Gunn, well, he tried to eliminate Paul White, but he couldn't. Well, he's going to try again. While X-Pac is going to try to get rid of The Undertaker. Yeah, forget about it. Undertaker's just much too powerful at this point. And wow, what a back suplex onto Paul White. And oh no. Here comes The Undertaker's brother, Cain, and if anybody could stand up to Paul White, in addition to The Undertaker, it's gotta be Cain. It's gotta be Cain. But right now, he's gonna deal with X-Pac right now. Well, now Undertaker's gonna turn his attention to Billy Gunn. A backside slam on a Billy Gunn. I mean, you have 3 of the biggest monsters in the ring at the same time. I mean, for the rest of the competition, they better hope that... Oh, wait a minute, here comes Stone Cold. Well, now the ring is full, and I will say about this, I will say this about Stone Cold, and that's Stone Cold is not afraid of anybody, and I know for a fact that he's not afraid of, you know, those three big monsters, Undertaker, Cain, Paul White. Meanwhile, Cain is going to try to get rid of Paul White, and Paul White goes over the top rope, but I'm surprised his big body was able to hold on and get back in the ring. So yeah, 2 of the monsters are going at each other, which would bode well for the remaining competitors still left. But you still have The Undertaker left. Although Billy Gunn is doing a good job holding his own against Undertaker. X Factor onto Steve Austin. Now Billy Gunn gonna try to get rid of Undertaker. But does he? That's the question. Undertaker. And The Undertaker has been eliminated at the hands of Billy Gunn. So Undertaker's streak of bad luck continues. I mean, it's not often that Undertaker is on a losing streak, but that's exactly what's happened. Ever since he lost that championship, the Intercontinental Championship to Link, it's just been an unlucky turn of events for the Undertaker. But I'll give Billy Gunn a lot of credit for getting rid of the Undertaker. Meanwhile, wow, another back suplex on a Paul White by Billy Gunn. So Billy Gunn going to try to get rid of Paul White. Paul White goes over the top rope, but he managed to hold on and actually is back in. And Cain, well, for a moment was trying to eliminate XPac, but he couldn't. XPac, the thing about XPac is he's very quick. I mean, that's exactly a problem. That's a problem most guys have against XPac. And a drop kick over the top rope goes Cain, but Cain manages to hold on. And Cain is back in. Who's up now? Oh, it's Eddie Guerrero. Of course, Eddie Guerrero is going up against some of the big names in Stone Cold and Cain and Paul White. But his best bet is to focus on the competition one at a time if he wants to win the World Wrestling Federation Championship. And out goes XPac, so yeah, XPac is gone at the hands of Cain. So Cain doing a much better job than he did at Unforgiven. I mean, Unforgiven, he entered at number 10, and he didn't do so well against the competition for the most part. I mean, he did all right, but not as well as I would have thought, considering. Meanwhile, Billy Gunn eliminated by Paul White. So Paul White dominates Billy Gunn, and now Billy Gunn is eliminated. And wow, look at the strength of Eddie Guerrero just picking up Big Show and delivering a suplex. That is amazing, folks. It really is, because meanwhile, Austin gonna try to get rid of Cain, but Cain stays in. Meanwhile, Paul White is in deep trouble, and wow! Paul White eliminated by Eddie Guerrero, and I have to say, that is a huge upset, pun intended. Meanwhile, here comes Star Fox, Fox McCloud. Steve Austin goes over the top rope, and, well, actually, Steve Austin managed to save himself. Good water here. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Tonight's location, right now we are in Buffalo, New York, home of the Buffalo Bills and the Buffalo Sabres. I understand Buffalo has a team, as far as the Sabres are concerned, in place for the next season. And I mean, they had a good team, you know, towards the end of this year, and we'll see how they do, you know, this coming playoffs, in the playoffs to come, and the seasons to come as well. A drop kick onto Eddie Guerrero, and Austin's face is now a crimson mask, thanks largely in part by Stone Cold, or Cain, sorry. Once again, my concussions are starting to get the better of me. But meanwhile, Austin just got eliminated by Cain. So right now, Cain is the threat in the match. And in fact, these three men are the final three men. So here's how it's going to go. The runner-up becomes the Intercontinental Champion. The winner becomes the World Wrestling Federation Champion. And it's not going to be Star Fox, Fox McCloud. Fox has been eliminated, so now we are down to these two men. Cain and Eddie Guerrero. Now, Eddie has the advantage of entering relatively late in the competition, but Cain is a force to be reckoned with, no matter what number he comes out at. I mean, he's proving how tough he really is, and he's doing a number on Eddie Guerrero. But right now, I would have to think that the Achilles heel for Cain has to be his leg. But Cain is just blocking out the pain. Nope, countered by Eddie Guerrero with that DDT. Oh, now he's actually kicking the leg of Cain. I mean, right now, Cain is one man away from becoming the World Wrestling Federation Champion. And a neckbreaker on a Cain. And a tie-up. In a forearm right to Eddie Guerrero, and out goes Eddie Guerrero, which means that Eddie is now the new Intercontinental Champion and the winner and new World Wrestling Federation Champion, the Big Red Machine, Cain. So now Cain is the champion. But folks, I have one question. And folks, I really want you to be honest. Who the hell is going to stop Cain? I mean, now that he has what he wants, or rather, now that he has what he wanted, I bet you my life, or $1 million if I had any. I mean, yeah, I get paid a lot of money, but I don't get paid like $1 million all at once. But if I was a betting man, I bet you that Cain will do whatever it takes. He'll do just about anything to hold on to the championship. But my question is, who's going to take it from him? But until next time, this is your host, Taju, here with you from Buffalo, New York, signing off. Have a good night, everybody.